Welcome everybody to our final video here of the Fellas Fantasy Football League. Special guest today, we have El Champion. He wants to stay in secret. He does not want you to see him. He is a very elusive character. And Mr. Quailman, Mr. Doug, how are you doing today, buddy?
Not too bad. A handful of beers deep, so I'm feeling fucking fantastic.
Is that why you can't figure out your video?
Yeah, real hard to figure out how to put video on a phone or a computer. We've tried both, but you know,
quite possibly.
All good. So Trev is on as well. Trev, say hi to the people.
Howdy, people. No PowerPoint, no previews, no reviews, just El Champion, Doug.
We're doing it raw. But anyways, no, hey Doug, how's it feel to be champion again? But at least this time you kind of earned it. So how's it feel?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Can't complain. It's nice now, especially not to be the auto draft guy. So I'll take it. And I beat Joey, so he could eat a bag of dicks because he said he was going to kick my ass on this. So
he did say that. I was there for it. Trev, do you recall that?
I do. He did say that. Yes.
So.
Congrats on two years in a row. 2 years this league's been going, and you are the champ both years. You may want to retire.
Yeah, quit while you're
possible. I don't think a three-peat's going to happen. So,
nope,
probably not.
Do you remember what your record was last year going into playoffs?
Fuck no, man. To be honest, no.
I don't either.
I got it right here. Stand by. League settings. Jesus Christ. Previous leagues.
So while you're looking that up, maybe we could run through what led you to your championship. Looks like, so this would have been week 17, correct? The 17th week of the year, but everybody's 16th game?
Yep.
Looks like Patrick Mahomes was one of the reasons that you were
the champion.
Carried pretty well. 30 points. It's not a bad way to go out.
So is DeMar Hamlin. He's a pretty good reason why he's a champion.
Yeah, so I knew we'd get there. Joey did have 1, 2,
I think
3 players.
Yep.
That were on the Bills in that game that got game that got stopped in Cincinnati. And then Doug, you also had one, is that correct?
Yeah. I had Saquon.
No, Saquon wasn't playing that game. He's on the Giant, by the way.
This is who we lost to.
Different New York team.
Whatever. Same fucking tomato potato.
You had Stephon Diggs, homie.
Yeah, Saquon Barkley, Stephon Diggs, same thing. That's our champion, ladies and gentlemen. That's our champion.
At least their teams play in the same state.
Yeah, that's about all they have in common.
Whatever. I don't keep track of this shit, dude, but I win it, so fuck it.
I'm gonna stop keeping track.
Yeah, 100%. Give a fuck less. No, I pulled it up, Trev, and Quailman was 9-5 in regular season this year, and he was 8-6 last year. So a little bit better this year when he took control of his own team.
Yeah, well, you definitely did something right. So if we go back to that game, and I'll do a quick recap, and then maybe you guys could talk about how we ended up actually ending it. Looks like you were projected to beat Joey 142 to 136 by 6 points. And at the time of the heart stoppage, you were up by 44 points. And so it would have been a tough task, I think, for Josh Allen, Dawson Knox, and Singletary to come all the way back, especially since if Josh Allen goes off, typically so does Stephon Diggs. Yep. So you might have put up a lot of points. So why don't you talk about, Ryan, what we ended up doing to try to at least make it a little bit fair?
Yeah. So that was a Monday night game, right? When it all happened. So we all remember that week we weren't kind of sure of what the NFL was going to do. So we started a group chat amongst the four of us, me, Trev, Joey, and Quailman, and we kind of just asked, hey, what do you guys want to do if they decide not to finish this game? Obviously, if they finish the game, we'll use the points and we'll be good to go. But what do you guys want to do if not? And threw the question out, and in our eyes, it was up to the two guys competing, truthfully. And they both agreed upon, and it was super easy. No bickering, no back and forth, no nothing. They just agreed upon, let's use week 18 points instead of week 17 for those 4 people. So even extrapolating those points from week 18, put him in for week 17, we still had Doug as the winner. So that's that, ladies and gentlemen, is why Quailman is your champion. And that's how it came about. So
yeah, I think he won by like 20 points with that happening, something like that. There were other leagues. I know of other leagues. I've talked to friends, and another league I was in where they basically just stopped it. And in a couple of instances, the guy who lost ended up like would have probably won. One guy had Stephon Diggs, another guy had Jamar Chase in these 2 instances I talked about, and they ended up losing because the other leagues just called it kapoots, and they needed like 6 points. So I think the way we did it was a little bit more fair.
Yeah.
Doug, what were your thoughts going in? Did you think Joey might be able to pull it off in that week 18?
Part of me did, part of me didn't.
Be honest, you didn't think he could. That's why you said yes to it.
Well, for sure, a little bit. But
I'll call you out on that bullshit. Fuck that.
I was looking at the mathematics on it. And I was like, those dudes have each got to score like quite a bit over what they were projected at anyway to combat for that. So I was like, I'm not too worried about it. But at the same time, you know, that's what seemed fair. You know, he had 3 dudes that he wasn't really able to truly play versus my one. So it's like, fuck it. Why not? Let's just go and see what happens.
I like it. I like it. No, and now I appreciate you two both being willing to kind of just make that easy and, you know, make it fair, not try to fuck the other over. Just make sure that, you know, all the points count and let it fall where it may. So that was awesome. Way to make it easy. Thank you guys. But yeah, Quailman, what are you doing in the off season? Anything good?
No, drinking.
Fantasy baseball?
No, drinking. That's about it.
Fantasy basketball?
No, I attempted that. I don't have your guys' fucking technological skills to be a commissioner at all. So I'll go ahead and stay in my lane.
You're real good with video though.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
Every other day except for today, apparently.
Whatever.
So everybody, I just want you guys to know that Quailman last year tried to start a fantasy basketball league, invited me and Trev, and then Quailman realized that it was like all-star break of basketball season already. So we really wasn't going to work. So yeah, you know, I'm still waiting for that league. Maybe next year. So, but yeah.
Highly doubtful.
Well, just stick to what you know best, and that's winning fantasy football.
Yes,
as of right now, I'll try for that 3-peat. I doubt it. I don't know. Fucking Matt seems to be game the game over there, man.
All new year next year. Shit. Come on.
I don't know.
Is your wife going to draft for you again so you have a chance?
Dude, she was actually the entire fucking commissioner of my team as a whole. I was letting her fucking make all the decisions, you know.
Just like everything else in your life.
For sure, dude. You know, I don't like to even wear pants, so I just let her wear them all the time.
I don't blame you.
They're too heavy. More of a shorts guy. I like to let the legs out, you know.
On another note, Donald Lowe was the toilet bowl loser.
Ooh, Mr. Lowe getting the toilet bowl. That's a tough day. Hey, but you know what? Mr. Lowe made it through the weekend last weekend and never even hit his wife. That's pretty awesome. She's a Cowboys fan, by the way, in case you guys didn't know. Little battle of the household. I think we were chatting earlier in the week, and she, I think, left the house for the game. She went and watched somewhere else, and then Donald watched at the house. So, but yeah. I mean, quick recap on the season here. Obviously, we got a champion, Quailman. Yay, whatever. And then we have the toilet bowl being Donald. Joey, congratulations on making the Super Bowl. I think most improved team throughout the year goes to Matt. I mean, that's no question there. Bing, huge presence this year. You know, a little fall off in the middle. That was cool to see you come back and, you know, rally. I know it all started beating me, putting me out of the playoffs on my little run, trying to get back in, but you know, all good. Happy to see that. Lindo, I'm pretty sure, Trev, you probably know more. His team kind of stabilized right at the end, huh?
Yeah.
He wasn't so volatile towards the end of the season there.
Yeah, it kind of stabilized, and he gave it a run at the end, but no dice for him.
And no soup for you. So But yeah, no, appreciate you guys joining this year playing. Remember, next year is going to be a live draft at my house.
What's the
Probably
draft
sometime in
order?
August. What's up, Trev?
What's the draft order?
Ooh, that's a good question. It's as posted 1 through 5 are as posted on what you're looking at right there. Everybody that or 1 through 4, the people that missed. And
So
then we'll go
Tyson will be the first one, then you, then Donald,
you. No, then
or
you.
then me, sorry, and then Donald,
Yep.
and then the rest is based on playoffs, correct?
Yep. And exits in playoffs. And when 2 people went out in the same week, whoever, what would it be? More points or better record going into playoffs? Probably better record going into playoffs will be the tiebreaker on that. And if we have tied there, we'll go with more points in that playoff game for that deciding factor. But hey, that's next year. We'll worry about that shit next year. But yeah.
My question is, what is the draft attire? Because I was planning on just coming in, Speedo and, bow tie kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, we already know you're not going to be wearing pants.
Yeah, no
So
pants.
Yeah, okay, good. I just want to
we're
make
well aware of that. No,
established.
I think KJ asked if we could get dressed up, right?
Probably.
And he wants us to play ZZ Top, sharp dressed man.
He
Whole
does
nine
know
yards, right?
every girl is crazy for a sharp dressed man.
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. So, nice little background story on that one for you fellas. If you don't know it, ask KJ. But yeah, live draft at my house. Bing will zoom you in, or we'll coordinate when you're here for that weekend. We didn't have any draft picks traded this year. Obviously, going into next year, there could be a draft pick trade. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we'll monitor that like we did before. Next year we'll be up in the buy-in. Trevor, did we say what we're gonna up it to?
I think we kicked around some numbers, but it looked like it made the most sense at $100.
Okay. So $100 buy-in next year, paying out multiple ways. The first bad beat will have a nice little payout. The regular season champ will have a nice little payout, and then playoff champ will have a nice little payout. Trev, you just had it up. You might have it available. Do you have the ending standings from regular season? You just had it up on your sleeper website.
Yeah, I can put it back up.
Okay. Because I'm pretty sure in our league this year, Doug would have won both.
Yeah, he did finish the 1 seed. Yeah, so he would have won regular season and he would have won champ.
Yep.
I don't remember who would have won the first bad beat though, because there was like
I think that was I'm pretty sure that was Bing.
Bing.
No,
I think so.
Bing didn't lose till like week 5. I want to say the first bad beat was like
Yeah,
week
he
3.
was fucking crushing it, dude. Like the first 5 fucking weeks.
I want to say it might have been Lindo, to be honest with you.
I think it was Lindo. I think it was.
I think he
I
had
know
like
we had like 3 or 4 of them, which is crazy to have. But yeah, I think Lindo was the first one. So next year that would have paid out. I mean, Quailman, you would have won a shit ton more money than you won this year.
Yeah.
Next year is a good time to win. Good thing you're going for 3.
Yeah, right now. Yeah.
So we've warmed up and now we're ready to roll, boys. So, but yeah, that's really all I got to cover. Trev, you got anything else to cover here?
No, that's it. Congratulations again. 2nd year in a row, Doug. Good job. I have to say it's very impressive how your actual points against was higher than your points for. And your points for wasn't a slouch. I think you're like 4th highest. That's just how timing works, and your team got hot at the right time. You still put up 140 points the last week with Diggs doing nothing. So great job.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
Anything to say to the people there, champion?
Sometimes not knowing what to do or not knowing shit works out for you. 2 years in a row, apparently. So
Try less. Try less.
Try less. Exactly. Yeah. Do
less is more. It's like golf. Less is more.
Yeah, 100%.
So no. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you guys. Hope you had a good season. Go Eagles.
I was gonna say thank you for running the league, but not now. Fuck you. I'll see.
Fuck you. No. Good luck to you, Niner fans, this weekend. We'll see what happens. You can't win the Super Bowl if you're not playing in it. So get there. So that's all I got.
Thank you, fellas.
Later, fellas.
See you, Doug. See you, Ryan.
Later, y'all.